Okay, so welcome to Chapter 9. Chapter 9 is all about pointer variables, otherwise known as just pointers. And we're going to use this chapter. This will be kind of the end of our arrays unit. So we've been doing arrays for a couple of chapters, and then this wraps us up, and you'll get to see why this chapter is awesome. Here in just a second, I'll give you an example of that. But I wanted to walk through just the layout really quickly for the chapter and how you should kind of approach it. So you can see just kind of looking out this way. I've broken it up into a couple different sections. You'll see also in the PowerPoint, I like to put the little, day breaks in there, like I was in the lab teaching this. So anyway, you see in this little section, we go from just looking at the MyLab assignments from 9.1 to 9.4, and then there's one slide for 9.5, one slide for 9.6, and then we'll skip 9.7 and just go straight to 9.8. So this first section is all about this piece in here. This first little part, 9.8, is kind of on its own animal. So we've got that, and then I just made up a few programs here that they won't take you very long to do, but you'll get to kind of touch on some of the little, I don't know, examples that the book uses, and you'll get to come up with some of your own little assignments in here, so that'll be kind of fun. And then the last part is using dynamic memory allocation, and you'll get to see what that's all about. I'll give you an example here in a second. And you can see there's three more just little programs. So none of these programs are in the book. They're just all ones I just like made up real quick. So anyway, so you'll see those in there. Again, they won't take that long for you to do. Just gives you some practice. And same thing with in the My Programming Lab stuff. You just get to practice a little bit. So I would say, go through these little sections first. Do the My Programming Lab pieces, then do these four assignments, then come back down, go through section 9.8. Work in My Programming Lab, and then work on these programs here. All right. So, and when you get to 9.8, this is I think it's a 5-6 minute video from our author, from Tony Gaddis. So, watch that video, and you'll get to see a little, examples of how that works. So, you guys will love this. And just to give you an example of what this chapter is all about, I'm just going to click on the Oldest Hockey Player program, bring that up over here. So this particular program, you'll notice right away, so we're asking the user basically what the size of our array is. So we're able to dynamically assign this. And so when you're looking at code on Stack Overflow or other places, and you're like, oh, man, what are they doing with their arrays? Like, what's going on here? Well, now you find out in this chapter why people love pointers. And by dynamically assigning the size of the array, it gives you a lot more freedom. So depending on what you put in here, I put 5 in here because I was too lazy to put everybody down on my team. But you'll see where I'm setting it at 5, walking through and doing this, doing a simple calculation. So this program is not terribly difficult, and then showing who the oldest player is on the team. So kind of a little, I guess, badge of honor thing. So we're all getting older. We're not very good. I'd like to say that we at one point we were good, maybe when we were younger, but that just wouldn't be true. So anyway, we're in a fun league. So anyway, side note, sorry, hockey stuff. So anyway, so this program, this gives you a lot of freedom to be able to do, using this chapter will give you a lot of freedom to be able to do this, and it's honestly the best way. Once you learn how to use the, a pointer, dynamically assigning the size of the array, you'll do it every single time when you're setting your programs up. It just gives the user and of course you as the programmer more freedom to set these programs up, and a little bit more realistic about how this would actually work in the real world too. So anyway, you'll see this, and then of course you've got some other little programs. These are very similar in the way that they work. So as you're playing with them, you should be able to refer to some of the code. You'll see especially in the PowerPoint, I put a lot of example code, and there's quite a few links to to be able to go and see how the code is working live. So if you have any questions on this, let me know. But I think you guys will find this chapter is not terribly difficult, but it gives you some incredible tools to be able to use arrays in ways that you haven't been able to do yet. So have fun.